Morning YouTube, good to see you all. I know it's been a while since the last video, but I'll show you what I've been doing over the last few months. If you want to zoom in, Bella. This is the Jag V12 cylinder block. As you notice, I've got all the studs off the one bank, but on the other bank they're still on. There's actually 26 of these, and as you can tell from the shot there, there's actually 4 different lengths, and 2 different sizes. And the top and the bottom of the studs, it's a bit strange, this one. That's UNC, which is the American version of Whitworth, and that is UNF. So the UNC screws into the block, and the UNF end, which is the English end, is the end that you screw the cylinder head studs down onto the cylinder heads. So obviously you don't want to get those messed up. It was an extremely difficult job getting those studs out, and this is when the engine is out, and you can see I'm in my garage, so I got plenty of access and get all my tools. And what I had to do, I had to get the gas gun, get the studs virtually red hot and melt. I used an old sailor's trick apparently. I melted candle wax down, and then I had to use everyone's old friend, the stud extractor. This is an old brittle stud extractor, part number E92. Fantastic tool. You can get these second hand on eBay for not very much. I think I paid about 10 quid for this. Absolute lifesaver, because there's no other way you could get these out. Because I tried the old double nutting trick and it didn't work. It just didn't work at all. As I say, this is an extremely difficult job. And how anyone would do this while the engine block is still in the car, I just don't know. Hats off to you if you've done it that way, because it must have been an absolute nightmare of a job. As you can see, I've started hoovering out. I've had to get the old vacuum cleaner there, and I've taped a smaller pipe on the end, and I've started hoovering out all the crap. If you want to zoom in there, Bella, I'll just get a torch. I've had to hoover out all the crap that was down in the water jacket, and there still is a lot in there. If you could have a look at the, just put the vacuum over there. If you have a look at the one I haven't touched yet, if you can just see all that crap that's down there, just get a screwdriver, scoop some of it out, and it's absolutely full. I mean, just look at the state of all that. Can you see it? It's just full, absolutely full of crap. This is just years and years and years of not changing the coolant. And I did do a compression check. I mean, just look at the state of that, and it's absolutely full. And imagine all of that going around, well, trying to go around the radiator, blocking the radiator up. Then we've all heard the horror stories about Jag V12 engines suffering from overheating issues, and this is one of the reasons why. If you don't do any preventative maintenance, you are going to have problems. I've got to hoover all that out, and as I say, if this engine block was still in the car, how you'd do that would be a nightmare. Right, the tool that I used, because I actually cleaned up the ends of the threads. Now the ends of the threads, as I say, are UNF, and the larger of the two sizes is 7/16, and the smaller are, so these are 3/8, these are 7/16, and if you can actually see the two centre studs, the one this side looks as if it's slightly shorter than the other one, but these on this side are slightly raised up on internal pedestals, so you might think they're a different size, but they're not, because this actually screws in further because of the shape of the actual cylinder head itself. So you don't really need to worry about mixing any of these up, because they are at different sizes. But if you wanted to colour code them, I think that would still be a good idea, just to prevent anything happening, as I say. But what you want to make sure is that you don't get the American end out and the English end in, because the block itself is unified coarse and the cylinder head side is unified fine. So UNF at the top, UNC at the bottom. As I say, what I actually did to clean the ends of the threads up, got some taps. I got a 1/2 inch drive socket, put the tap in there, and I just whizzed down with the old whiz gun. This is just a low torque gun, very, very low torque, so there wasn't any problem or any issues or any danger of me damaging the threads, because this is very low torque. And it was a lot easier than me trying to get down there with a die stock. I mean, as you can see, I wouldn't really be able to turn the die stock anyway. I suppose I could have used a pair of mole grips on the ends of the die stock, but it would have took a lot longer. And with that, with the old whiz gun, it just took me a couple of minutes. That's everything for this episode. Glad you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or any queries or comments, remember to put any constructive comments at the bottom. And remember to like, subscribe and share your comments and feedback. Okay, over and out YouTube. Good to see you.